I have created the ultimate tier list for the games event in Roblox. There's a total of 50 games in this event, and they'll all be judged based off of these 5 points. 1. How fun the quests are in the game. 2. How easy and long it takes to finish the quests. 3. How much effort it looks like they put into the event. 4. If they've tried to stick with the Olympic Games theme. And 5. How creative they were with their game. Looking at the tier list, we have a total of 7 different tiers, and they're all pretty self-explanatory. We got good, very decent, mid, cheeks, who invited this guy, and revoke their access to participate in any future events. And trust me, you do not want to end up down here. But just keep in mind that this is my opinion, and I am gonna crack a few jokes. If you don't agree with me or whatever, that's okay. We've wasted enough time now, so let's hurry up and do this. Video starting in 3, 2, 1. Horrific houses. Now, I don't know. I think I just had a really bad experience with this because I ended up just standing there waiting around what felt like 10 years waiting for the match to start. But it never started because the game was broken for some reason. So I wasted all that time just sitting there doing nothing. Even when it does start, it takes so long to get through a round, and it's all down to luck. That's the thing that I hate about some of these quests that the games give you. Especially this one. Wait, what's it say? Survive a flash flood event without drowning has a 60% chance to spawn each round. That is a lie. That is the biggest lie I've ever heard in my life. 60% chance to spawn each round. No. And you know what? I hate liars. So for that reason, you are going in mid. So in pet catchers, there's 3 quests you have to do to get, a silver each. You have a soccer quest, a painter quest, and also a race quest. The quests themselves are actually kind of cheeks, I can't lie, but I do have to give props because it is on theme, so that's pretty cool. But apart from being on theme, the entire thing is just kind of bad, so... I have personal beef with Blade Ball. With their track record in the last events and how people have called out their trash missions, you would think they'd change it up a little bit. And I mean, they kinda did. It's just a little bit easier to get the silver this time around, but it's still infuriating because it's just meant to keep you on their game forever so they can suck you dry. Literally, just make it so you can do multiple quests at once instead of doing them one by one, and I would be okay. And Blade Ball isn't even the only game that has done this tactic. But anyways, one of the quests is to win once on the event map, which shows up randomly, and then people have to actually vote for it, which sometimes they don't. So basically, when you get to this quest, you just have to wait around until the map shows up. And even when you do get the map, guess what? There's these little nerds that just... I don't even know what to call this. I would put this game in the very bottom tier because of its track record with their previous missions and how they haven't learnt at all. But they do have a pretty cool boss for this event, so I'll forgive them just a little bit. I don't think these guys even changed anything about their game for the event. There's no decorations, there's no new game mode, there's no nothing. I mean, at least that's what I saw, right? And the event quests were basically just to play the game normally. But anyways, nobody knows how to play this game, straight up. Nobody knows how to. And that's true for a lot of the sport games in this event. So this game actually made something really nice to look at, but not exactly good to play, to be honest. After all, you're just farming flowers and golf balls, and then making honey, and then going back and forth until you can hit the golf ball once. And then you have to keep doing it until you get into the hole eventually. The golf ball physics are also janky as hell. I mean, I couldn't even figure out how to hit it because you have to use shift lock to be able to hit it with full power. I didn't know that, and I was just spam clicking it hoping it would do something. But yeah, I don't know, this one's kind of hard. I'm on the fence between very decent and mid, but I think this game is just an AFK simulator. That's literally all you do. You sit there and let it auto run the game for you. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But at least they have a sport themed egg. Let's take a trip down memory lane for this one. This game was a part of the Hunt event earlier in the year, and it sucked. You had to collect these time shards or something, and it took forever to do, which sucks. And also, because you were just running around in circles in a tiny map. That event gave me PTSD. Anyways, I think this game has very well redeemed itself and fixed the main problems back when the Hunt was still active. It's a lot easier to finish now, and that makes it way more fun to actually play the game. But that's about it. It was very enjoyable, but pretty much had nothing to do with the actual event. Like, bro, they had a whole other event they forced you to play instead. Okay, come on, it's Arsenal, you know? I'm gonna glaze them until I die, dude. Like, they cooked in the hunt, they cooked in the classic, and now they cooked in the games. Who's coming up with the names for these, dude? What the hell? Anyways, listen, it was amazing. It was fun to play. It fits in with the theme since it's in an arena. It's a whole new game, basically. New concept, new everything. And it's not overly difficult either. So, yeah, I mean, I wish I could pull down the pants. This game in the classic was a pain to play. I remember sitting there and I had to do like 80 total races. But this time around, it was so much better, honestly. It's way faster to finish the race now, and it's not just a repetitive racetrack like last time. It's an obstacle course now, which is different each time, so that's really cool actually. Honestly, I'm happy to put this in very decent. I mean, they have a whole new theme map and, you know, change the whole game mode up as well. Yeah, it was a really nice surprise. You know that guy she tells you not to worry about? Drive World is that guy, and Driving Empire is the guy that's getting cheated on. While Drive World isn't as themed around the Olympic Games as much as Driving Empire, the obby courses in this are sick because they're literally just the races and courses in GTA. I don't know why other driving games haven't used this idea before. I feel like they just one up Driving Empire. I actually don't know what's gotten into me. I actually enjoyed slap battles. I'm surprised because, like a lot of these other games, it was in another event before, and this one was in the hunt. And I remember it quite literally was one of the most infuriating ones to complete. Oh my god, can these guys leave me alone, dude? But I actually had fun with this. I actually had fun playing slap battles. The whole game is set in an entirely different game mode where you slap a ball around. I can say that again. And you can slap people off the edge. If there were like power-ups or something and it was more polished, dude, I'd play this again. I've tried playing this game before for a video and I sucked at it. I mean, how am I supposed to memorize all these controls? But overall, there's nothing that's really event-like for this game, so I guess... This is exactly how Volleyball 4.2 sounds like when you're playing it. It just sounds so awkward, man. Like, someone say something. Okay, welcome everyone. I'd like to introduce a new segment where we speed rank some games because if I did this normally, this video would be way too long. How should we start this? Okay, start the timer, please. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, adopt me, mid. It's kind of cool, but it gets hella boring. Bad business. Who invited this guy? Nothing to do with the event. Launch into space. Same thing as bad business. Fashion famous, mid. Just because they get you to actually dress up in team colors, which is a good thing. Super Golf, mid. They put other sports inside of a golf game, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Survive the Killer, cheeks. You're just playing the game without anything special. Basketball Legend, cheeks. Ultimate Football, cheeks. HCBB, cheeks. Super League Soccer, cheeks. Fusion Football 2, cheeks. Track and Field Infinite, cheeks. I just named out a bunch of sports related games there at the end, and they all decided it would be good enough to just slap 3 quests into their games for the event and be done with it. They are literally already on theme because they're sport games. Just do something, man. Anything to change the game. Anything would get you a higher tier. You know, dude, even some decorations and I would have put you higher. Yeah, they don't change anything about it. I actually can't believe I'm saying this myself. I think Pull a Sword deserves to go in the highest tier alongside Arsenal. They've done a fantastic job for what their game actually is. You know, it's a clicker game, so I wasn't looking forward to playing it, but honestly, they've made a whole new world. They've made the 3 quests related to the event and Roblox. It's not hard to finish, and it's quick. Man, considering how lazy some of these other games have been, I genuinely think it deserves to be up there. Okay, never mind. What the f*** is this ugly guy? Very decent is the only way I can describe this game, I think. It's generally just, you know, solid in every aspect. It's got a good map, theme, quests. Yeah. I think my one complaint would be that there's a quest where you have to sink someone else's boat when you're both using the galleon. So that was pretty annoying because nobody was doing it. Help me! I would put this in the good tier, but there's just a couple things that bring it down a little. I like the 3 quests where you have to deadlift, run, and also box other people. They're all in line with the theme, but some of them just feel so unpolished, so it just makes it kind of boring to play. Do you know what I mean? And also, there's a cooldown between each competition, so that pissed me off. Okay, I don't know, man. They literally changed nothing. The reason I'm not putting these sports games in the Who Invited This Guy tier is because they're already sports. You know, they're already on theme. So the lowest I can put them is cheeks. And that's exactly where this game is going. Okay, tongue battles. It's pretty decent, to be honest. You know, you're just going around licking balls. Pause. I think this game has changed it as much as possible to be able to fit in with the sports theme, to be honest. I mean, there's not much you can really do with a game where you combine fruits, you know what I mean? So they've done well with what they've got. Plus, there was a quest at the start where you had to win by getting the biggest fruit in a PvP match, and it was way too hard to complete. I mean, I couldn't even do it. So they ended up removing it after too many people were complaining about it. So, gotta give them props for that. I don't know what's going on with all these clicker games and absolutely thrashing the other games in this event in terms of content. I really like the whole storyline thing going on about trying to become a world champion in arm wrestling, and there's some fun mini games along the way. So already it's on theme as well. And a problem that a lot of these games would have in previous events is that they'd make you play for way too long. But this one doesn't do that. If you just sit down and play it for like a couple minutes, you're done. And I can always get behind that. I mean, literally just based on how much they've put into this event, I'm gonna have to give them a good. I thought this was pretty decent. Yeah, that's it. This is the exact same thing as the race clicker game, but you're on a horse. This was probably the fastest one in the entire event. It literally took me like 2 minutes to finish the entire thing. But then again, I don't think they actually changed anything from their regular game, so I'll put it in mid only because it takes like 2 seconds to do. I really like this a lot. The whole storyline thing was really nice. You're basically just fighting your way up in a competition with this homeless guy. And then the final boss is also a really hard challenge, but it doesn't force you to actually beat him, which helps people who just aren't good at games like this, and also like little kids who don't have a brain yet or something. This game was actually really fun, even if they didn't change their game at all. They just added a fun storyline with very nice looking graphics. I'm just saying, other sport games in this event should be taking notes. This is something that seems so small, but it makes such a difference, especially when the other games suck. I can't hate on this. Yes, the quests are basically the exact same from when they were in the hunt, but they do have an entirely different world for the event as well, so yeah, I guess. Now this one's a bit hard to judge because they definitely have more content than other games. They have the obby race and also the mermaid race thing, but is it really on theme? That's my question. Maybe you can argue the ocean theme is like, you know, a summer theme of the Olympics because, you know, it's a beach and that's what they go in the summer and stuff like that. I don't know. Also, the quest where you have to queue up with someone is weird. Why can't I just do that myself? Anyways, I'm not too sure where they belong on the list. I think they're hovering around a decent and a good, but I think I'll just put them in good for now. We officially have another entry into the top tier of the game's event. When I first loaded into Michael Zombies, I was not expecting what I was about to play. They have a baseball mode, a mode for skeet shooting, and then of course the zombies mode, which is what their game is all about. It's all made really nicely in this beach map. There's a ton of stuff to interact with and to look at, and the quests are actually fun as well, and they're not too hard. I have no words. Honestly, this is one of the best experiences I've had in any of these Roblox events. Even the soundtrack they chose is perfect for the theme. Every criteria I listed at the start of the video, they have completely crushed every single as well. Looks like we're back again with another round of rapid fire. Let's not waste any more time. 2, 1, go! Keys, who invited this guy? Nothing new for the event. Robeats, Cheeks, nothing new for the event either, but they allow you to skip tutorials and stuff if you're just there for the event. Beat NPC or die, mid. They do have a map for the event, but the quests take too long. Midnight Racing, really decent. Epic minigames, good. Murder Rush, mid. Boxing League, mid. And that concludes our rapid fire segment. God damn, I do not belong here. Why are you so big, man? What games do we got left? Fishing Simulator and Murderers versus Sheriffs. I don't know, man. That kind of sounds like a whole load of mid. So we finally reached the end of the video. This is what the final tier list looks like. Let me know what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and what you would switch. There should also be a link in the description to the tier list so you can make one yourself. But that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Goodbye. Oh, and also Blade Ball belongs down here.